Texas is getting hammered by the weather, by the forces of, let's just say, nature. And we've got the lightning strikes that are up here. I wish I could like zoom in on here. This is the real-time lightning strikes that are occurring. We can zoom up a little closer on Texas. And welcome. If you're in this area, oh my gosh, look at the lightning strikes. And look where it's located. Look, my gosh, look at this. These circles are the lightning strikes. Look at all these are lightning detection stations all over the place in Texas. It's and look at this. Look at this weather right here. Flash flooding. Flash flooding likely with a rare high risk north of Houston. We're on the 16th, and look what's happening right now in Texas. Let me just do this. Bring this down. It's excessive rain. Look out! Look out! Look at this. High risk. High risk. Spreading southward late into the day and into the evening, the Weather Prediction Center has issued a high risk of flash flooding north of Houston in places like Huntsville, Livingston, and Trinity. Look at this right here. And if we come over here, we can see somebody's getting battered. You're getting battered in Texas. You are. Flash flood watch along I-10 corridor. Look at this. Some areas, in general, there will be rain totals of 2 to 4 inches, but some areas could receive 6 inches or more where the storms repeatedly. How can a storm repeatedly run over the same spots? I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Okay. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because like you, we have our own thoughts of what is occurring. We do. And it may not be normal forces of nature. I'm just saying, it may not be a normal force of nature. It may be a manipulative force of nature that is taking place. And it may not be, people, look at that, they got Waco, Texas on there. It may be, I'm gonna say it, some type of weather warfare taking place. That's what I'm saying. Some type of weather warfare taking place. 6 inches of rain. Let's look at that. If you're just tuning in, look at this area. It's bombarded. Let me see if I can. Let me just get a terrain. You want to see it like this. This is what it looks like right here. Let's see the satellite image. Is the satellite image of Texas. It's going to make its way. And then look at this system over here on the East Coast. Look at that. Let me see. We got the lightning strikes. There's 13,189. This thing, Port Arthur. Where is the heaviest of this? Right here. And the same areas are going to get hit over and over. If we look at this map, look at where all this lightning is coming from. Can you see all this? This is kind of really interesting. 73,191 lightning strikes in this little squared area right there, which is massive. It is massive. Okay, I got this right here. And if you're over here in this area near the Mediterranean, you getting bombarded too with weather and the lightning. You're getting bombarded. Something is, and when you have low weather systems, of course, you're going to have really bad energy. The air is like electrified. Look where this beam of light is coming from. We're looking at the real-time lightning map. It's coming all the way down here from, let's see this area down here. Let's see if we can pinpoint the area that this is coming out. It looks like it's coming out of the middle of a forestry. Angle. How can it be happening way over here in this one area? We're talking about the lightning. Oh, this is as far as we can get. Can you see that? Yeah, we see it. Let's look how far. This is literally, look how it's spreading off. It's kind of like on the NASA product when they had these beams of frequencies that showed up on their product. Look at this. It's going all the way down here. It's going to make its way. Come on now, quit doing that to us. We're trying to get over here to America. It's making its way all the way up here. Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep going. You're making your way up here. Let me do this. This is not wanting to do this right. It's making its way up here into the United States. It's getting ready to breach. Let's make it smaller. Look what it did. Straight in this area. Look at this, going through the Gulf of Mexico, straight down to that country. Look at that. And over here, what's over here in the ocean? You got some ships over here in the ocean doing some weather warfare. Do you got something like that happening right here? Because it looks like something's coming from this area right here. And why? Let me look at this. Let me get on the satellite. I just want to have the satellite imagery. I want to get on a different thing. I want to okay, now we can see it. We can see what's coming over here. This right here is going all the way up to there. Just look at all this lightning. It's like it's mad, and you're supposed to be having tons and tons. Look at this area. Look, it's literally like it's getting pummeled. Now you know that the lightning is not starting in this position and going toward that area. Certainly it cannot be doing that. If you're just tuning in, hello. I don't even know if I'm on here, and I thought, what can I do? See, that's coming down. That big old beam is coming way down there from way down here in South America. What country has this area down here? Because it's literally, there's a line that comes down. Look, it's coming from here too. It's coming from all over the place. If you're in Texas, oh, you're getting bombarded. You got flash flooding. Some areas 6 inches. Look, here's what it said: 6 inches, and some areas where the storms repeatedly run over the same spot. How can you have a storm running over the same spot at the same time? Hello. I have no idea if I'm on here, but I'm still doing this video. It's right. It's exactly what I'm doing. No idea whatsoever. Hello, Carol, honey. Days a big old hunk of Texas. Oh, it is. It's a weather warfare at its finest. It could be another country doing it. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. What happened to you? Carol, honey? Carol Higginson, honey, you got your wrench on here. You do. I can see it on there. You're good. I mean, it may not show up. I think it's the AI and stuff that's taking place. No, we can see your wrench on here quite fine. You're okay. It may seem that you're not, but I think they're playing tricks on us. It's mind games. We're living in a very deceptive era right now, where everything is not as it seems is what is happening. You know, look at how can some area have the same amount. Yeah, let's look at this. Hello, Ronnie, honey. We got to come over here because look at this weather. It's coming over here from Guadalajara, going straight here into Mexico. Straight here. Look all along the coast. We can see the cities right here. So, Rimal, Lamarck. It's a big old mess. It is a big mess. This area right here, Pasadena, 225, I guess it's 225 lightning strikes? No, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a road or something. Look at this mess. It looked like big spider webs to me is what it looked like. It's all over. It looked like one of those stenograph things, the things that, you know, you would put your little ink pen in and you just twirl it around and stuff like that. That's what this thing looks like. It is a mad. It looks like a mess, a total mess. Texas City, where is Houston? Houston, we got a problem. Because some areas, look, I cannot even see through this area. Look at that. Oh, it's well, it's just in the storm, Gina. Of course you're going to have lightning coming from a storm. Really? Well, it looks like we have some signals coming over here from Tampa. Right there, the rays are going from here, going all the way over there to Texas. Right there from Miami. They're going shooting straight to Texas. Straight to Texas. If the radar was if this right here truly was the lightning strikes, then they should be going all the way back to over here. But would they also have a thin line? I don't know about that. I really don't, because this is no. It's too awful. What else are you having there in Texas? Let's look at this. You all don't got no power, Ronnie. Yeah, I've seen this thing like 500,000 people without power. Breaking it down. Severe hail. Look and see right here. The severe hail in this area right here. You got the weather warfare. Lake Charles, Houston, Texas, San Antonio. 30% severe hail. Waco, Texas. Severe wind probability. Somebody said on the Facebook they were getting ready to have 120 mile per hour wind in Houston, Texas, is what they said. And by the looks of this, you got some stuff going on. My nose is tickling. You got a lot of weather going on right there. Wow. You can't even make out what's happening. Hello, Al Honey. They're not appreciated. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff going on. You was born in Waco, Texas? Wow. Susan, honey, did we talk about the bridge hitting? Yeah. Let's talk about that bridge hitting Texas. I seen something about that. What on earth did I just do? What on earth did I take this to? Oh my gosh, Gina, what are you got going on? I wanted to do the real time. I did. Why is it going to Antarctica? How on earth did I get over here in Antarctica? Oceania, Arctica? In Australia? I don't want to look at Antarctica. Okay, let's look at that. Yeah, a barge. A barge hit, was it in Texas? Yeah, let's look and see if we can get this flash flooding. Let's look at this tornado probability, 5% Waco. So you got the storms. Yeah, let's look and see at that barge. Heavy rain in Houston right now. Multiple rounds of strong thunderstorms expected Friday. Oh, well, they're already getting it right now. It's Thursday. Is it Thursday? Let me see. Yeah, it's Thursday. They're already getting it. So strong. Let me see if I can get over here in Texas. Texas barge, and then they get the oil spilling. It hit the bridge. Oil spill. Look at that. U.S. Coast Guard. Texas barge collision may have spilled up to 2,000 gallons of oil. Pelican Island remains closed after the barge hits the bridge in Galveston, Texas. There's the USA Today. They are the ones who do the fact checking. When they do the fact checking, look, Texas. Let's look at this. Let's see these right here. Oh my goodness! It did a number on it. Look at that. Look at it. Look like it's Oh my goodness. Texas A&M Galveston finished relocating all non-essential students and staff after the barge crashed into the main bridge leading to campus. Well, how convenient. Pelican Bridge is stable and vehicles are allowed to exit Pelican Island. So you can't get to Pelican Island. The people will not be able to get into their housing until after Monday. And the students and the staff are relocated. Right now, we are only allowing essential life and safety personnel. The crews are working on the bridge to clean the oil spill by the cause of the crash. We do not worry, because you're only making God more angry and doom the evils. That's right. There's a lot of evil. What happened to Galveston Pelican Bridge? Let me see. Let's see what this has got going on. I don't have the sound turned on. Let's see. How on earth, you have to ask yourself, now how's that going to happen? What is that? Don't even look like it can even fit under there. It doesn't. They crash. Crews are working as we speak to clean up. The crash is shutting down the railroad line. Oh, wow, area. It's pretty catastrophic. The barge hit. Let me look at the Canadian press. It is all over the place. So they took out the train track. If they use the train, I know they use the train tracks next to the bridges in Louisville, Kentucky. Wow, damaging it. It looks pretty strategic It does. If these barges are remote control, if they have like AI guided stuff on them, I mean, what do you got going on here? Let's look at this mess. This is terrible. Oh my goodness gracious. It's stuck on the bridge. It looks like a big ocean. It looks like a big, what does it look like? An aircraft carrier. Look how massive that thing is. There's the oil spill with the Associated Press showing it. They're going to have to clean that up. Oil and water don't mix, but look what it's doing. How you going to have drinking water now? Look at the wildlife that's going to be involved. There goes all of that mess. Oh my gosh. Looks like an oil painting in water. Look like snakes. It slams into the bridge. Okay, you're going to see another thing about it. Texas is getting hammered. They really are getting hammered. We're learning more about another alarming bridge. Can y'all see that? You just tuning in? I don't know what that's doing. Alarming bridge. The barge collides with Texas. It's the pouring oil into the river. That's why you can't have oil, right? No. And then with the storms, what's going to happen with the storms? Well, we know what's going to happen with the storms. It's going to really make it spread, and it's going to kind of hamper the cleanup is what it's going to do. If it's going to be storming in Pelican Island, 9:30 a.m., a rail line that runs parallel. There goes that. How are you going to get your goods and services across on that railroad track now? It's no longer in service. Imagine that. How strategic if you were to look at it from that point of view. Okay, they got that. They got all kinds of articles. What is this? No, somebody's playing chicken. The barge slams into it. How many times are we going to see this thing? Well, at least nobody got hurt. That says it happened on the 15th. Did it happen on the 15th? Hello there. Shalom, kings and queens. Yeah. It's oil used in gasoline. Oh. So that's even more terrible for the environment. Yeah. It's floating on the top of the water. It's going down. It's going to, wherever that waterway goes, it'll probably spread to the other waterway. Wow. Time magazine. Okay, this is, yeah, look at that. Time magazine has to chime in on it. This is Texas. I wonder where yes, we rebuke it all in the name of Jesus. Just looking at happening. Those storms can just spread it all over all the water. Do you think it's running? You think it's raining in those areas? Probably, quite possibly. Look at that. Remember seeing the videos when they have the storms happening and they'd have to clean the oil off the pelicans and the birds, the poor birds and stuff, and just imagine the fish. That's terrible too. What a ecological disaster. It's an eerie piece of artwork from above. It really is. Very, very eerie piece of artwork. They don't want the ancient people to rise up. So let me see the real-time lightning. You can see Texas right now. Pelican Island. Pelican Island. Let me see if I can pull up Pelican Island. Pelican Island. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up Pelican Island in Galveston, Texas. But I'm going to have to add a another window capture. And I'll do it. I'm going to add another window capture for Galveston, Texas. Window capture. Okay, we got it. Let's see where Pelican Island's at, because that would be interesting just to see. I'm gonna Pelican Island in Galveston, Texas. Let's search. Let's see. Here we go. Houston. Oh yeah, they getting hammered. They are his Pelican Island. You all. This is the bridge in this area. It is an island. Oh wow. Galveston Beach. So it's good to see the topography of this area. It is. It's nice if you don't know your topography. This is good to see what it looks like, but I'd like to have some green in it. I don't know what's happening with this thing. This thing is a malfunctioning. Okay, they got the Pelican Island. Texas City. Okay. You could be stranded if you can't get off the island. Where is that bridge? I don't know where the bridge would be. I don't know. That's that. Then if we come over here, and are we on this window captured to right here? Let's see if we can get this one up. Yeah, we got this one. Okay. Now, how come I can't see that? If I'm over here, I'm going to have to get rid of this other window capture that I just added up so that we can see. Oh, I know how to see it. Okay, no. Okay, I just need to move this to the side. Okay, so this already was here. You're getting pummeled. And this is not helping matters any at all. Look at these radars. They really do look like they are being blasted. Baton Rouge. We can't even see. Here's Galveston. I wish we could see inside there. Texas City. I really would like to know where the Pelican Island is. It's hard for me to see it. It's probably so teeny tiny. Okay, there it is. There's Pelican Island down here. Right down here in this spot is Pelican Island. Teeny, teeny, tiny. So it looks like the rain is not happening there right now. It looks like they're not really getting a lot if this is the real-time lightning. I don't know about the weather at the satellite images. Let's see if we can get some weather on here. The rain. Let's see if we can get some rain on here. The clouds. Let's do the rain radar. Okay. Oh, yes, they're getting it, you all. I spoke a little too soon. This is the rain radar. They're getting it. They are bombarded with rain. Look at that. That is so wild. You're bombarded with rain. I don't know how they're going to clean it up. And the winds are probably really high. They probably are. Real high. What does our thumbnail look like on here? Let me see. Sheena, your thumbnail is not going to look like nothing. You're going to quit doing that. Yeah. Weather warfare, yes. And they're supposed to sign that treaty. But you think that they are going to abide by it? No, this is war. This is war. I remember when we were at Hickam Air Force Base. It was in 2001, 2, whenever the first thing happened. And my husband got a... Oh, I know what happened. The one thing's happened. And he went into work. His co-worker, this lady, goes, this is war. And they all sprung into war action. War action. They put on the readiness for war. It was like, wow. This is bomb. My gosh. This is... it's terrible. It is really terrible. What else is happening here? Let's come over here too. You got the heavy rain. What you need to know. What do you need to know about this heavy rain? You got the tornado. You got the storm alert. I'm not going to do it. You're going to look, residents of north of Houston are facing the risk of more flooding after weeks of heavy rain. Walker County, they have more details on what you should know. Oh, wow, flooding through Friday. You going to get it? Look, you might have heavy rain and severe storm fatigue. Did you know that? I did not know you could have heavy rain and severe storm fatigue. Yes, you all please give this video a thumbs up. It's hard to keep the information going. Well, actually, we know why. We know why, because we're not supposed to, well, it all depends on what you share. That's what it means. 26 days of storm alert. This is Thursday p.m. The yellow is only 50%, but they look like they're getting bombarded over here. They really do. Getting bombarded, and you can see, look where these radar signals, the lightning signals, look where they're coming from. The way down there in Mexico. You got something coming way down here in Argentina, right down there, and there's other areas, and you've got something coming over here from Hawaii. Somehow this is picking it up on a Halikia. How come this is picking up the lightning over here? Isn't that interesting? How can it, is this, this better not be a satellite observatory thing over here. I'd really like to see the topography right there. Are they not going to let us see us? A Haleakala. What if this is wild. Hawaii. And over here, you've got something over here on this island. It's obviously picking up the satellite. Or something's coming from Pico Alto. What's at Pico Alto? Is there some kind of radar at Pico Alto? I wonder if there is. Pico Alto. Let's look up Pico Alto. Pico Alto. Pico Alto radar. Oh. Okay, they got Q radar there at Pico Alto. Pico Alto agrees to buy Q radar. Okay, well, that's something else. I don't know what to look at. Let's see if there's any type of towers. They got a listening tower. They got these kind of towers. There's no telling what's going over there in Pico Alto. Okay, well, that's fine. We don't need to look at it, but we do know that this is having heavy rain. Your Gulf Coast Weather Authority. Additional 2 to 4 inches of rain possible for these areas with isolated thunderstorms in the amount of 6 inches. That's half a foot. And if you compound that with already the waterlogged land, that's not good at all either. It's not. Hello, Kay Autry. Pelican Island. Yes, Pelican Island, Stephanie. Somebody said something about Pelican Island. Yeah. What is happening in Pelican Island? What happened in Pelican Island? College Station. Heaviest rain near and north of I-10. More flash flooding. Let me see this right here. If you are just tuning in. Debbie, honey, you got to go. Yeah. Severe outlook, Huntsville. So this is going to go up into the other states too, you all, up to 4 p.m. They're trying to break Texas. Absolutely, because they are, whatever they are. That's right. They're going to make their presence known. The evil is going to make its presence known. And the powers that be are going to, just like I said in the afternoon, this video before this, the power that be, it's an evil presence out there. It's an evil power. It's it's oppressing, it's domineering, it's going to make its presence known. It's going to, and they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it. Oh my gosh, some areas could start to flood quickly. Also, some areas north of Houston have picked up 10 to 20 inches of rain recently. So it will not take much flooding. There goes your insurance up even more, you all. And it's not the insurance companies, okay? It's not. You just, insurance is, it's going to put the insurance companies out of business. It is. Look at that, 10 to 20 inches of rain. It can flood into your houses. Let's hope let's hope people are not in harm's way. Luckily, Thankfully, the weather pattern is finally set to shift this weekend and much of next week hotter, and it's going to dry it up that fast. Okay, let's hope that it dries it up. We can see over here, we got the real-time lightning happening. What am I doing over here on this, in the Atlantic area? I'm supposed to be looking at this weather, which is, there's 25,959 lightning strikes. 40 some odd thousand right here in this spot. How many is in that spot? 40,000. It was 40,866 lightning strikes in this one square right here area. 40,000. They got it all over the place. The creek behind your house has turned into a river. Did we got people in here from Texas? If you want to chime in and tell what you're experiencing in Texas, that'd be great. It really will. I know I got some family in Texas too. You got some friends in Texas and stuff, and I'm sure if they're in the midst of that, they ain't gonna like it. Yeah, not gonna like it. But you can see it's getting battered. It's getting battered. I just don't understand why you got radar stations out in the middle of the ocean, and why you have things coming from over here, San Luis Potosí, look like it's firing weapons up there. It really does look like it. Yes, you got to be careful. They thought they would go out. Your lights flickered. It's starting to rain and thunder here on Galveston Island, Marcia, honey. You've got, I'm sure you got some flashlight or something like that for so you can see some type of blackout. Yeah, it's really important. Some areas in Texas, they had I think I took a picture of it. There I went again with something. Shoot. They had knocked out the towers. Let me see if I could, where was it? These cities, the new housing and stuff. Let me see if I can bring that on here. How am I getting over here on Antarctica again? I don't want to be on Antarctica. Can I get out of Antarctica? Because I don't want to be in Antarctica. That's the one place you do not want to be. Well, this is you're getting bombarded. You are getting bombarded. Let me come over here. This is what happened also. No, I just want to upload an image. Just one image over here to put it on here so you can see it. Browse it, screenshot it, bring it on here. It tore down the towers. It did. Tore them down. It's like, just look at that. The storm came through and just like boom, and that's all new housing. These are the powers. Severe thunderstorms. That's what it did. So if you're all in that area, you are, the fire hoses are coming down from the roof. Oh, well, that would, yeah. Yeah, Ronnie, honey. I don't know how well cell service would work if the area you get your cell phones from, if their communications, their towers were took down. How would just cell phones work? And then who would you call for help? We're going to have to learn to be self-sufficient. We really are, as much as possible. Yeah. Oh, they call them lightning strikes. Yeah, it's real-time lightning strikes. You're in Texas this morning, 9 p.m. It was so dark it looked like it was 9. Wow, lightning and rain. Loud booms and rundling. Hello there, old rider. We ain't seen you in a long time. Yep, you are always working. That's right, the Weather Center. We got it going on, you all. This is, it's in Houston. Galveston, Texas. It's literally knocked down. The power lines is what happened, and you can see the lightning right here. It's just going, and we was over here looking at this multiple rounds. You know, we can do this. I want to see it in the past day. I wish we had on the past hour. And if you want to do this image, you want to do the news. Let's see what's happening. What on earth is this? Tornado watch in southeast Texas till Late at night. These aren't really flood watches. They had more than this before. They really did. Let me see all. Texas Texas flooding. We can do Texas flooding is what we can do. Oh yeah, they got it. And the past day, major flooding. Major flooding update as life-threatening storm hits Texas. This is on the 4th. You already had rain from the 4th, you all. Rain was already happening on the 4th. Look at the flood waters. I don't know if there's no closed caption. It's just they're just showing the flood water. Hawaii beach warning. Hawaii, you got a beach warning in Hawaii. Hawaii state issued a brown water warning. So now you got brown water. They had a lot of trouble with their water system over there when we was over there in Hawaii because of the diesel oil that they stored underneath ground for the airlines, the airplanes and stuff like that. Louisiana, you all, Texas and Louisiana, serious threat to flooding. Let's look at this. Wow, there. If you look at that, there goes your mobile home. I don't know what this stuff is. I don't want to look at it. There goes your mobile home. It would be really. She checks on an elderly resident inside his RV after the neighborhood was evacuated. What if there's snakes in the water there? Because they have snakes in Texas. I don't know if you have water moccasins and stuff like that. And plus, you could get debris, significant flooding in eastern Texas to west central Louisiana. Frank, honey, you in here? You liable to get some bad weather. Frank, honey, are you in here? Yeah, level 4. Look, the Weather Prediction Center has even drawn level 4 out of 4. High risk of flash flooding and excessive rainfall for portions of eastern central Texas and a sliver of west central Louisiana. Flood watches Dallas, Fort Worth, Killeen, Waco. They extend as far as Jackson, Mississippi. You got snakes. Yeah, you don't want to go out in no water with snakes. Flash flood warnings where radar showed torrential rainfall. They said some of the areas with this rainfall that's happening, the storms are going over the same areas over and over, and they can get up to 6 inches of rain. Some already got 12 to 20 some odd inches of rain. Hundreds of people rescued from the flooded homes. Look, 5 to 9. Look at this. The Weather Service wrote widespread rainfall of 1 to 5 inches is possible with a potential of 5 to 9 inches locally in the high-risk area. Brazil is flooding horrible also. What happened in Brazil? Was it in Brazil where they got rid of the government or something like that? Or was that another country where they got rid of the government and everything? Oh my gosh. Risk area has seen over 600% of the normal rainfall for the past 2 weeks alone. Extreme moisture feeding downpours and thunderstorms. The agency writes that the high-risk area has seen over 600% of the normal rainfall in the past 2 years. In other words, soils. Oh, there goes the soil erosion. There goes the farmland. There goes the... can you imagine? There is oil that is stored underground in the salt caverns. What's going to happen to the oil if the water gets into these underground caverns where the oil is at? And if the oil gets spilled through there, then you got, I don't know how this is going to do the aquifers that are through this area too. Waterlogged sponge. They cannot absorb any more rainfall. Brazil was drought and southern Brazil is flooded. Wow. You're not seeing him? He's in the middle of the storm. Well, I hope he's safe, Frank, honey. You watching this later? I hope you're safe in the middle of the storm. Lufkin, Texas, high risk, 10 to 14 inches since May the 1st, 5 times normal, more than normal. 9 to 4 inches late Thursday. A mesoscale convective system. Never heard of that. Have you ever heard of that? A mesoscale convective system, in essence, is an expansive thunderstorm complex. It was sagging southeast across eastern parts of Texas and northwest Louisiana from around Austin. 2 to 3 inches an hour were common. An influx of additional moisture Gulf of Mexico will allow thunderstorms to become more numerous across the high-risk zones. Here's the real-time lightning. Look at it. It is, we can zoom it up on here. This is what's happening right here. You're getting bombarded. You got, it's this whole area. And you know, a lot of traffic comes through. We get, this is one of the, this is the most active shipping areas right here where goods and services come through the Gulf of Mexico on these areas right here. And these areas are getting flooded, totally flooded. Let me see the shipping lanes. Shipping in the Gulf of Mexico. Ports. Gulf of Mexico shipped live traffic. Let me see the live traffic map. See what's happening there. Okay, fine. I do that. Let me see what's happening. So this is the Gulf of Mexico. Can we get this to go up? Okay, let's look at this, y'all. We want to look at the traffic that's there. Look how much traffic comes through here. The area is getting bombarded. No traffic's going to come through. And if it does a lot of damage, you ain't going to get nothing through there. Can you imagine that? Wow. This is what happens. It's coming through this area. Oh, they're going to mess with that too. If this is weather warfare, that's what's happening. Really. Weather warfare. What on earth is going on here? We're just trying to look at this destination. Look, it's all along this area. How on earth are these ships going to get in here and unload their goods? Guess they're not. And look at this main transit area. It goes all the way up through here. The ships have got to come in here on boat and stuff, go all the way up through here to go to their destinations. And now I'm sure that's hampered right now. I really am. Where are the warships? Where are there any NATO live maps? We don't want to look at it, but it's like, no, I don't want to look at it. So we can look at that. I think it's like, and what was the other location? It was in Baltimore, Maryland, right? In Baltimore, they had the thing that ran into the, let's look at this, Baltimore bridge, not Baltimore, Baltimore bridge collapse, or something happened. Yeah, right there. This thing that happened 2 days ago. Well, look at that. Did you see that? Cargo ship that caused the Baltimore bridge collapse had power blackouts hours before. The investigation is still continuing to 4 electrical blackouts on the ship that, look, 1 day ago that caused the bridge to collapse. So that's Baltimore. Look at that mess. Wait a minute. How come they say this happened? Okay, see, this is March the 28th. That's what I thought. March the 28th of 2024. But, okay, so no, see, that's a main shipping route. It really is a main shipping route, maritime traffic. Short sea shipping. The U.S. and Mexico. Look at that. Tamaulipas, Texas A&M, expansive heavy thunderstorms. Look at that. High risk area. Look at that. Excessive rainfall. Moderate or widespread flash floods. Widespread. Stay aware. Have multiple ways to receive your warning. And do not drink and drive. Oh, not drink and drive. Don't drink and drive into a flooded road area. No, do not drive into that in a flood roaded area, because that flood water can wash your car away along with you. It really can. Your car is going to float like a boat, and then it's going to sink. Maybe the tires will hold you afloat. A couple smaller wrecks happened in New York and Ohio. Ryan, honey, thank you. What's up with the bridges? Well, there's something up with the bridges, because the bridges are main areas where things come through. Look at that. Flash flooding, excessive rainfall, thunderstorms, a warm front. The same boundary along the thunderstorms could could impart a low-level storm spin on isolated tornadoes and stuff. More storms are likely across Louisiana and southern Mississippi on Friday. Risk of significant flooding will also shift eastward. A level of 3 out of 4 excessive rainfall, flash flooding. This is like wild. This is like that. You can see what's already happening with this right here. You got to get a boat. If you got a boat, it'd be nice to have a boat. If you got a little a little bitty boat, you might make sure it doesn't sink. Okay, you gotta get your boats ready if you live in an area where you're gonna get some flash flooding. Dangerous situation is unfolding. It is unfolding right now in Texas as the severe storms hit. Look at this, northwest Houston. Damaging winds, destructive storm will contain gusts up to 80 miles per hour and a tornado. Some woman said on the Facebook 120 mile per hour winds were coming their way. Oh, what is it? 1 million customers. Widespread power in Texas. We got some people in here. The highest point, you need to build an ark. Threat level. Gulf Coast. Heavy rains have lashed the Gulf Coast states for weeks. For weeks they have. So any additional rainfall will likely lead to life-threatening flash flooding. Look. And those floods, they come fast. They sweep you away. 822,000 customers without power in Texas were in Harris County. Oh, let's look at this. The power outages data. We want to see what's happening right now. U.S. Look at the state of Texas. We're over here in the state of Texas. And 100,000+ people. 1,036,408 people in Texas are without power. 1,036,000. 27,164 people in Louisiana. Washington, 75. Power outages. Wow. Look, oh my gosh, 13 million people are tracked. 603,733. And 1,036,000 customers are without power. You know what it's going to do to the power company too? The power companies, there's no telling what's going to happen to the power company. This was last updated at 9:27 EDT time. It just got updated just a few minutes ago in this area right here. That is a lot of people out of, in Louisiana, look, Louisiana, 2,240,000 people. Right there in these areas right there. Wow. That is, let's see, power outage. Let's see if we can do power outages. That's a good map to have. You know that it really is. I think I want to, okay. I'd love to bookmark that. I want to bookmark that. Bookmark that, Gina. Save it. Save that map. Because I think there's more. You can see the lightning. It's just happening all over the place, you all. You just tuning in. Lots of glass windows in Houston and scrapers were blown completely out. Wow. Oh my gosh. Windows of skyscrapers. Scrapers, skyscrapers, glass blown out, storms. Let's see if they get that. My nose is really tickling. Tornado warning issued past day. Oak Creek. Okay, we got some busted ones right here. Of course, we can't see nothing right now because the weather is already happening. Tornado warnings in Texas. Get away from the glass windows, you all. You ever hear in a tornado when you was growing up, they said, open up all the windows. If there's a tornado to come, open up your windows so the air can blow through because you don't want flying glass blowing through your house. Did you hear that before? You still haven't gone and got your generator, Marcy, honey? It's okay. It's okay because the generator is only going to run as long as the gas lasts. That it ain't going to do you no good. It ain't. We're gonna have to be self-sufficient. Flood watch continues Friday morning. Houston, parts of southeast Texas at high risk. Waterlogged, drenching thunderstorms, elevated flash flood. This is, it's all over the place. Roads in Central Texas are closed. Be aware. Be aware of areas you are doing. I'm going to, let me see what they're going to say there, you all. What are they going to say? They got the potential of storms. Can we make your bigger over here? We got them bigger over here. Closed caption. What is she going to say? She's going to be talking, and this is Waco, Gatesville. They already have some light activity, thunderstorms on the radar the next few minutes. She says we'll talk about today. Well, let's see what you had to say about today, because okay, now that's what we want to see. All of this we're essentially going to see through the morning hours. Fast forward to just after lunchtime, likely tomorrow. Portions of the viewing area. A cannon could include Waco. Bouts of thunderstorms popping up. You can see it. 5 o'clock. Pick up your kids and go home from work, and boom, severe weather. The radar looks like this in Texas. Look at that. College Station. That's Thursday. Okay, that's already happening. Okay, so this is old news. The weather, the storms are here. They're already here. We're not looking at that no more. We're not. We got the lightning strikes that are happening right here. And what's interesting about these lightning strikes, they got radars in other areas, and they're coming all the way down here, picking up the lightning strikes way down here in this area, and it leads all the way to Texas. I wonder what's in this area right here. Who is in this area? The support of Spain. Can radar be picked up thousands of miles away and just miraculously make their way over here? It's picking them up from here, making it to those radars, because it looks like it can. It's 22,000 lightning strikes in this one area. Let's see if it's went up yet. 77,445 lightning strikes in this one square right here. 77,000, and I'm sure it's going to rise even more. Look at this area. I don't know which way this storm is going. Is it just going to hang off on the East Coast, or is it going to make its way? Actually, what if this right here storm right here is acting as a buffer, and it's just setting there? This low pressure system is just setting there, and what if it's going to create a buffer and allow this thing to just slowly be in this one area? And it can't go that way because maybe this is blocking it. Maybe. I don't know much about the weather. Lots of weather manipulation, geoengineering, and full production using the radars and other tools. Yes. Yes, it's true. You was going to say it looked like she's ready to go to the club. Yeah, she was going to the club. Shanika, honey, you know she's going to the club. Yes. That's right. It's all right. It is all right. That's right. At least she ain't got no bikini on, so she is good to go. Yeah. Actually, I had a bathing suit when I was younger. When I first got married, when we lived in Monterey, California, I had this black bikini. I picked it up at the BX. It had things on it like that, but it was black, and it had like little pieces of material squares on the bikini bottom, and then it was like a tube top thing on the top. I loved that bikini. There's no way I'd been able to fit in it now, but that was my favorite bathing suit in my whole entire life. I loved it. Yeah, it was nice. The days we are living in now, everyone needs to prepare. You all, yes, blonde sand, we got to prepare. You're going to have to learn to be as self-sufficient as you can. Really, you're going to have to get some life skills, survival skills, and it's you have it in you because of your ancestors have survival skills that they use. It's stored in your DNA. You'll figure it out. You will. Yes, potato sack. That's right. Some people do wear potato sacks. Potatoes is a survival food. It is. You want to be able to have that unless you had the Irish potato famine. That wouldn't be very nice at all. We come back over here to Texas, has the flooding right there. The Pelican Bridge had the bridge collapse if you're just tuning in. Let me do this right here. Yeah, 2 hours ago, the Coast Guard said the bridge has spilled 2,000 gallons of oil. And it wasn't just normal oil, Texas barge, the oil for the gasoline. Let me see that, if it was that. Oil and gas section. Texas bar oil. No. Let's see the barge bridge. And it took out the bridge. It took out the railroad track on the bridge. So that's really, yeah, 2,000 gallons of oil. Thursday, early cleanup efforts. Well, it's too late now. It's causing partial collapse of an oil spill. Look at that, 2,000 up to. It's shut down. It shut down the bridge. Nobody can. It's a fuel barge. A fuel barge right there. 6.5 miles. Okay, what's the water leaking into the Gulf? The Gulf of Mexico, is that, look, they learned what oil has been identified in a fuel leak would cause the barge. My nose is really tickling. A lot of people having that tickling. We want to know what type the oil was. It was last updated on 9 p.m. So that was last updated 45 minutes ago. The collision damaged the bridge, caused the oil spill, shutting off the only access to and from the island by car. So nobody's going to the island now by car. You had to get on a boat. Gonna have to get on a ferry or something to get to that place. And they relocated the students and stuff. I think that's what they said. It was here's the oil is a the Galveston County Office of Emergency Management identified the oil as a vacuum gas oil. Vacuum gas oil from the barge has been visually confirmed in the water, according to the release. This has caused the closing of a section of intercoastal waterway from mile marker 350.5 to mile marker 357, approximately 6.5 miles. They said they don't know how much more was on board or how much has leaked into the Gulf. They don't know how much more it had at least 30,000 barrels of it. 30,000 barrels of it. What is vacuum gas oil? Well, I never heard of it. Vacuum gas oil is a key feedstock for fluid catalytic crackers. I don't even know what a fluid catalytic cracker is. Those are used to make transportation fuels and other byproducts. Wow. Wonder if it's for farming equipment. It's toxic substances control list. It can irritate a person's eye, skin, respiratory system, according to a government safety data sheet. It can cause chemical blistering, skin cancer, and genetic defects. It's insoluble in water and it spreads on the surface. Then some components will eventually sediment in the water. The volatile components of the product spread in the atmosphere. Oh, great. And it's very toxic to aquatic life with long-lasting effects, according to Valero Energy. What happened? 10 a.m. on Wednesday. It ran into it. Power was temporarily interrupted at Texas A&M in Galveston. They canceled the classes. Affected 30 students is what happened. Oh, wow. So, you know the bridge thing that happened in Baltimore? That was one of the key areas where they were delivering diesel and what was it, gasoline? I think it was mainly diesel was going through there. The gasoline products or something were going through the Baltimore area, and they would have to find different places to where they could get their gas or diesel be shipped. And now you got this right here. The crash, a structural impact to the bridge is being expected. Well, you can't use it, really. I wouldn't want to drive on that bridge. I wouldn't if that was to happen right there. So vacuum oil is used for something. What type of equipment? Farm equipment. Let me just do that. Equipment. Vacuum oil. I don't know. Oh. No, that's vacuum pump oil. I don't know what I'm looking for. Vacuum. Oh, okay, perfect. Agricultural. I don't know. Agrimaster vacuum pump oil. I don't know. Does somebody else know? We got that. You believe it. Our food and water acquisition for this island is compromised. Yes, it is. Fruitland pump oil. I don't know. Vacuum oil. What did they call that oil again? I can't remember what it was called because I've already. Oh, it was called. They've identified it as. What did they identify it as again? Vacuum gas oil. Vacuum gas oil. Vacuum gas oil. Oh, I want to. What is a catalytic cracker? Catalytic fluid for catalytic. I know what a catalytic converter is. What is a catalytic cracker? Let's see what it is. I don't know. Oh, great. There it is. Oil refinery. Look at that. Hydrocarbon fractions for petroleum into gasoline. So they want to stop the fracking. They want to stop it. Okay, isn't that interesting? So it's for refineries for the oil. There you go. Now we know what they're doing. Videos for fluid cracking. 509, 9 years ago. It's introduced in 1942. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, there you go. Yep. There you go. Hydro cracking. Is that for power plants? Alpha Laval. I don't know what this is. What is this? What are these things? Are they power plants or something? They look like a power plant. Is that nuclear power? Oil refinery. So they don't want you to do oil refining. Okay, that's okay. Now we got it. Oil refineries. Yeah. Oil refineries, and that was the oil for it, and now we know. That's going to halt the oil production. Yes. Hippie, honey, that's okay. You got in exactly when you're supposed to, so that's what, we was looking up this, but we got real time. Texas is getting hammered in lots of ways because they opened their mouth and they took a stand and they got themselves in trouble, and the evil that's out there is making its presence felt. And the powers that be in this world know that it's making its presence felt. And they're going to shut their mouths. They're going to be quiet. They ain't going to open their mouth. They're not. Because they're going to... This is just a taste. Hypothetically speaking... yeah, if one has a vivid imagination. There's nothing wrong with a vivid imagination. It takes vivid imaginations to dream things up. It does. We don't have many in the U.S. That's right. Ryan, honey, you're welcome. Thank you. We got a pole shift coming. Let's see if we got a pole shift coming. This is what's happening. And if you look at this, you'll see that... how far these things loop. They really do. They loop the lightning. The radars are tracked from way below like that. You're getting hammered. Just hammered. I want to go. I want to find the NextRad radar sites. NextRad radar map. I just want to look at it. All right, we got the NextRad radar map. Let's look at it. We like looking at it. No. I want to see the. No, I want to see the map. Let's see if we can just get a good map. Yes. Okay. These are all their NextRad stations right here. And what's really neat, if they got the, if you can see the real-time data, they are so neat to look at because they act up at night. Oh, let's select a radar. Let's come down here and see the next rad. I don't think it's going to show anything. No, you want one that's going to have the satellite imagery. The Federal Aviation Weather Radar sites. I haven't been on here for a long time. A long time. Radar data. I just want to see the sites. They got mapping. Just let me look at the maps. Just look at maybe the map imagery. If there was one that is updated within the past week. Alright. It's not showing them. You used to be able to look at these and it would show the radars going off. You see the little circles from the radar. They go off at night, and within 2 days the weather comes. The weather comes. What's this? What's this image right here? It's not going to let me get it. Well, too bad. You can, if you know where to find it. It's not going to show you. Look, here's Houston, Texas. This area, here's the storm. It's going that way, it looks like. I guess this is real-time data. It is. It's 9:52 p.m. And this is the National Weather Service. It's not moving, but if you look at the real-time lightning, this is what is occurring right here. Just like that, there is so much happening everywhere. They show the pulsing of the energy, you are. You're just tuning in. Don't forget the heavenly future is created by us, and we won't be alive for it. 1,000 years of peace. It's NOAA.weather.gov. Is that what it's called? NOAAweather.gov. NOAAweather.gov. NOAA weather. I think I already looked at it. Yeah, I think I already looked at that forecast map. Yeah, we've been there and seen it. Right there. Weather.gov. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to look at it no more. I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to be going. If you're in Texas, you've got really... you're really getting hammered. And, oh, where was that? I just saved a bookmark. Oh, let's see how many people. It's 1,024,792 customers are without power in Texas out of 13 million tracked. And 31,000. So the people in Louisiana, it was 20 some odd thousand. Now it's 31,470 people without power in Louisiana. So these storms, I would assume, are they just going to keep going upward like that? Oh, look. 131 in there. 74,000 Mexico. So there is a lot going on. A ton of things going on, and I am going to go. Just stay safe, but look at all of this lightning and rain and all these lines all over the place. They're kind of wild looking. It's like a wild thing. You make my heart sing. Yeah. So I'm going to go. Gracious Heavenly Father, may you be with everyone who is in harm's way. May you keep your hands over them. May you protect them. May you surround them with your angels, and just keep all the pets, and just keep everyone safe. In the name of precious Jesus, amen. Yeah, just stay safe. Use your common sense, and don't you dare be driving in a flash flood thinking, oh, I can do it. My car sits high. Your car will start to float, and you may get washed away. And be careful if you walk out into the water. You could have water moccasins. You can have their debris. There's all kinds of stuff in that water. That's right. I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you for your comments. Please give this video a thumbs up. I think a strong message is being sent to the state of Texas. I do. to the powers that control Texas. Yeah. It's kind of like making an example. Yeah, making an example. You got to hold on tight and batten down the hatches. Is what you got to do. Thank you, moderators. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and good